Okay, then today we will continue with mechanical injuries only. We have seen some of the types of mechanical injuries in the previous lectures. I will just revise. I think we have completed these abrasions. So first type of mechanical injury is abrasion. We have finished. Then we have seen bruise. Bruise, that is contusion, which is because of the blunt force where the skin is not open and there is bleeding below the skin. We have seen the medical legal aspect of it and all. Then laceration. Laceration is irregular or irregularly torn tissue because of the blunt force, where the underlying tissues are also damaged. So these are with the irregular or ragged edges. Then we have seen these different types of lacerations. Then incised wound. We have seen in the last lecture incised wound also. Now some of the varieties of incised wound depending upon the weapon used. Hmm? There is one term we have seen which is asked as a 2 mark question is hesitation cuts. Hesitation cuts are the preliminary cuts before gathering the sufficient courage to make the final deep incision, and it is mainly seen in suicidal cases. Then chop wound. What is chop wound? When the incised wound is when the incised wound is uh, done with the heavy weapon which is having sharp edge, that is axe or hatchet, and it leads to abrasion and bruising with marked destruction of underlying tissues. Now we will go to the next type. So we had finished up to here, up to the incise wound. Now today we will go to the next type of mechanical injury called as punctured wound. So today we will see in detail about punctured wound, or also called as stab wounds. So stab wound or puncture wound. The name only tells you it is because of pointed weapon which is driven through the skin. It is because of the pointed weapon that has been driven through the skin, and here the depth is the greatest dimension. matlab, there will be its width length will be very small, but depth is the greatest dimension. And it is either caused by knife. Now, we have seen in the previous lecture, knife causes incised wound when it is drawn across the skin. So it will cause incised wound, like knife or blade when it is drawn. But if it is perpendicularly penetrated into the skin, it will cause stab wound, stab or puncture wound. And needle also. Needle will have very small point of entry, but it can go deeper, causing the stab wound. So when any weapon is going deep into the body, that type of injury is called as stab wound. So stab wound is caused either by the knife or by the needle, spear, arrow, arrow, scissor. Now scissor, if it is directly pushed into the skin, its pointed end, if it is directly pushed into the skin, it can go deeper. Bichwa, these are the weapons. And ice pick is also, which is very sharp. That sharp knife like ice pick is prepared. It can also penetrate into the skin and can cause stab wound or puncture wound. And when the weapon enters the body, cavity like thorax or abdomen, it is called as penetrating wound. And after penetrating the tissues, if the weapon comes out from the other side, means it has been penetrated from one side and it has come out from the other side, पुढून पोटातून घुसून मागून पाठीतून निघालाय. So that is called as perforating wound. That type of injury is called as perforating wound. And in this case there will be two types of entry will be there. One will be wound of entry and one will be wound of exit. So wound of entry is always bigger. Wound of entry is always bigger, and cloth may be pushed into the wound of entry. Means if along with the injury, along with the causative weapon, if the cloth has also pushed into the body, those clothes can also be present in the wound of the entry. Then shape of the wound of the entry will depend upon the weapon which has been used. So if the weapon is round pointed, it will cause circular injury. I will show you the image. These are the four images. So first one you can see on your left hand. This is the round injury because of round pointed weapon. Then second shape of the injury penetrating, or what we call it as entry, wound of entry. The second shape of the wound of the entry, that is because of the knife with one edge. Knife, now you know two types of knives. The knife which is having one edge as sharp and another edge as blunt. hmm? It will cause wedge shaped injury. I will just show you this second image. Wedge shaped. See the point where arrow is indicating, that side of the injury is of blunt part of the knife, and another exactly opposite to that on your right side. See this point. This point is because of the sharp edge of the knife. So if the knife is having one edge sharp and one edge blunt, the injury caused will be wedge shaped. Then third, if the knife is with double edge, मतलब knife के दोनों भी साइड में अगर बहुत तेज edge है, the edge is very sharp on the both the edges of the knife, the injury is elliptical. See this third image. So this third image is caused by the knife which is sharp on both the edges. That is wedge shaped injury. Sorry, elliptical injury. And last one is pointed square. You know different types of screwdrivers. So screwdriver which are having a pointed square at their end, they will give rise to the injury called as cruciate injury. See this one. So this is cruciate injury because of the weapon which is having four edges. So these are the wounds of the entry. So wound shape of the wound of the entry will depend upon the weapon used. So round pointed weapon will cause circular injury. Again I show you first one. Then elliptical or wedge shaped is because of one edge of the knife is sharp and one edge is blunt, this one. Then third one, when both the edges of the knife are sharp, that will cause elliptical injury. And this fourth one because of the cruciate shape. Cruciate shape will give rise to the this shape, star like this shaped injury will be there. So these are the wounds of entry caused by weapons of different shapes. And shape of entry wound may not correspond to the weapon used because of movements, क्योंकि एट द टाइम ऑफ पेनिट्रेशन वो जो आदमी मार रहा है, समझो दोनों के बीच में कुछ तो झगड़ा फाइट हो रहा है और सम अनदर पर्सन इज पेनिट्रेटिंग दैट वेपन इनटू द बॉडी ऑफ अदर पर्सन और इनटू द victim's body. So wound of entry may not correspond to the weapon used. तो वेपन का शेप कुछ अलग रहेगा और वो वुंड ऑफ एंट्री कुछ अलग दिखेगी बिकॉज ऑफ द मूवमेंट. ये जोर से अंदर डालने की कोशिश करेगा वो जो कुछ भी वेपन है वो, और द विक्टिम विल ट्राई टू प्रोटेक्ट हिमसेल्फ. सो देयर विल बी कंसिडरेबल मूवमेंट. दोनों की बॉडी की बहुत ज़्यादा मूवमेंट रहेगी, एंड बिकॉज ऑफ दिस मूवमेंट्स the shape of the entry wound may not correspond to the weapon used. Then another thing is twisting of the knife during withdrawal. समझो नाइफ पेट में डाला और बाहर निकालते वक्त अगर उसे ट्विस्ट किया या अंदर डालने के बाद भी उसे अगर ट्विस्ट किया जोर से तो क्या होगा? The shape of the wound of the entry. So even though the knife is double edged, the injury will not be elliptical. And if the knife is single edged, uh, the injury may not be wedge shaped. So it will have irregular shape depending upon the movement. So if the knife is rotated or twisted during pushing or during the withdrawal, the shape of the wound of the entry will change. Then wounds of the internal viscera. Wounds of the बाहर से तो सिर्फ एक छोटी सी पेनिट्रेटिंग wound दिख रही है. नाउ आई जस्ट शो यू विद द एग्जांपल. देखो इन तीनों भी फिगर में देखो हमें बाहर से सिर्फ छोटी सी जख्म दिख रही है. सो wound of entry is very small from outside, but we don't know how deep that weapon has gone and what damage or what injuries have been caused to the deeper organs or deeper parts of the body. So wounds of the internal viscera The shape is modified by the muscles. The shape of is modified by the muscle elasticity of the fiber, elastic fibers, and framework of the organ. So वेरी सिंपल, अगर पेट में चाकू किसी ने मार दिया पेट में, तो अंदर जाके इंटेस्टाइन को कैसे कैसे इंजरी होगी, वी डोंट नो, because intestines are continuously changing the position in the peritoneal cavity. So all these things will modify the internal injury. Now these are some of the differences of wound of entry or wound of exit. On your left side, this is the wound of entry and this is wound of exit. So on left side you can see the wound of entry will have everted edges, edges of the skin will be to inside, inside, that is uh, towards the inner side of the body. And uh, wound of exit will have inverted in, I just missed the term. Inverted means turn inside in case of wound of entry, and everted means they have turned outside. वो वेपन जब बाहर आएगा दूसरी साइड से, बॉडी की दूसरी साइड से, so there will be eversion of the edges of the skin. Now, size. Size doesn't correspond to the size of the blade, because just I told you there can be considerable movement. There can be considerable movement between the victim and the assailant. जो मार रहा है वो और जिसे मार रहा है, उनके continuous movement की वजह से the wound may not correspond. The size of the wound may not correspond to the size of the blade. It may be even larger. Then skin aperture may be smaller than the actual size of the blade because of elasticity of the skin. So skin की elasticity की वजह से क्या होगा, भले ही वेपन कितना भी बड़ा होने दो, वो elasticity की वजह से उसका wound of entry छोटा ही दिखेगा. And it can be even larger. It can be even larger than the blade because of the movement that I have explained you. The margins are clear cut, inverted, अंदर की तरफ टर्न हो गए, एंड देयर कैन बी ब्रूइजेस और एब्रेजन्स मे बी प्रेजेंट नियर बाय द एक्चुअल पेनिट्रेटिंग इंजरी. तो जो पेनिट्रेटिंग और परफोरेटिंग वुंड है उसके आजू बाजू में ब्रूइज और एब्रेजन्स होने के चांसेस हो गए, डिपेंडिंग अपॉन द वायलेंस यूज्ड, कितनी ताकत से उसे मारा है. So there can be bruises and abrasions can be present. What we have learned in the bruise, that is impact bruise, because sorry, impact abrasion can be there because of the too much force or too much pressure applied while pushing the knife inside. I will just to remind you, I will just show you that photograph. It is in the abrasions, I think. Yes, it is in the abrasions. I will just show you. See, this the circular area, the area that has been circled. This transverse injury is because of the knife penetration of the knife. But this C-shaped, kidney shaped. This kidney shaped abrasion is because of the pressure caused by the handle of the knife. That is because of too much force that has been applied for the penetration of knife into the body. So that we have already studied in abrasions. Now. Okay, we will move further. हाँ, wound by fall on the sharp object. ऐसा भी हो सकता है कि किसी sharp object के ऊपर गिरने की वजह से वो अंदर घुस गया है. So in these cases foreign body can be found in the wound. So not necessarily it should be penetrated, but it can happen that the person has fallen maybe during accident or something like that. The person has fallen on the foreign body forcefully, so that foreign body on the sharp object that can penetrate into the body, and that foreign body may be found inside the wound. Okay, there are some terminologies which can be asked as a 2-mark question. So concealed puncture wound. Concealed puncture wound by pins or needles. It is generally seen in case of, और द एरियाज इन द नेक एक्जिला में छोटे छोटे पिन डाल के किसी को जख्मी किया होगा, नेक में डाल के, वजाइना, रेक्टम, इनर कैंथस ऑफ द आई, मिडिल साइड, इनर कैंथस ऑफ द आई, एंड आल्सो इन द फॉन्टानेल्स टू किल द न्यूबॉर्न बेबी. न्यूबॉर्न बेबी को अगर मारना है तो ऐसे छोटे छोटे पिन उसके फॉन्टानेल्स में से ब्रेन में डाल के उसे मारा जाता है. that can be for killing the newborn baby, and it will be very difficult to detect क्यों needles अंदर डाल दिए puncture करके, so they will not be detected from outside. So uh, the the person may escape after killing the baby because it may not be seen easily. So concealed puncture wounds, concealed मतलब what do you mean by concealed? Which cannot be seen, hidden puncture wounds, either by pins or needles. They can be done in neck, in the axilla, vagina, rectum to injure someone, then inner canthus of the eye and to kill the newborn baby through the fontanelles. Then depth and direction. Depth and direction of the injury. So depth is always greater than length. We have seen in case of incised wound. In case of incised wound, the length of the wound is more. Length of the wound is more, and in case of uh, puncture wound or this stab wound, the depth is always greater than length. तो चाकू जितना अंदर जाएगा, so depth will be more as compared to its width of the injury. Then external examination gives no indication. Just I told you, again I will show you these three images. By these three images you will never come to know कि अंदर कितनी जख्म हुई है, कितना severe trauma हुआ है. So just by looking into the outer or wound of entry, you will never come to know, how deep the weapon has gone, and what injuries have been caused to the inner important organs. So external examination doesn't give the indication of depth and direction and internal injuries. Then it is also not possible to measure the exact depth. Agar if any patient, injured patient has been brought to your clinic or your hospital for medical legal examination, and you want to give the injury certificate, never attempt to measure the depth of the wound by probing. मतलब समझो तुम्हें चाकू से जख्म दिख रहा है और तुम्हें अभी मेंशन करना है ना उसका डायमीटर कितना है, लेंथ कितनी है, विड्थ कितनी है, डेप्थ कितनी है. तो डेप्थ मेजर करने के लिए उसके अंदर कुछ डालो मत, बिकॉज इट कैन डिसलॉज द क्लॉट. If you try to measure the depth of the wound by putting some blunt, even any blunt weapon or any blunt instrument in your clinic or hospital, you can dislodge the clot and it can again cause the fresh bleeding. Never attempt to measure the depth of the wound by probing, because it can initiate the bleeding. We are talking about in case of living. In case of living dead body में you can measure by putting anything, कुछ भी अंदर डाल के you can measure the depth, but in living such attempts to measure the depth of the wound should not be done because you can initiate the bleeding. Then direction of the wound. How will you come to know the direction of the stab wound? Direction of the stab wound or puncture wound can be detected by line joining the wound of entry and wound of exit. So wound of entry कहाँ है, पेट में कहाँ से चाकू घुसा है और कहाँ से बाहर निकला है. So you can have idea about the direction, कहाँ से मारा होगा उसे चाकू. So line joining the wound of entry and wound of exit. Of course there can be more, two or more tracks can also be there. So if multiple such puncture wounds or stab wounds have been done, there can be two or more tracks. Then wound of exit. Wound of exit will be small if the weapon used is having tapering or small end. So wound of exit can be small if the tapering weapon is used, जिसका edge बहुत छोटा है, and the edges of the wound will be everted. I have told you. See this one. This is so edges of the wound of entry will be everted, मतलब बाहर की तरफ आ जाएंगे. Edges of the skin. Then medical legal aspect, it will give you good idea about the nature of weapon, which weapon has been used, whether it was having edge on only one edge was sharp or both the edges were sharp, or whether it was a needle, whether it was a screwdriver, what was the shape, nature of the weapon, then dimensions of the weapon, कितना मोटा था, कितना लंबा था. So dimensions of the weapon and direction of the wound by joining wound of entry and wound of exit. Now this is two mark question. Fabricated wound, this is a small topic. Fabricated wound, when the injury is produced by a person on his own body, that is self inflicted. अगर कोई आदमी खुद को इंज्योर करता है खुद के हाथ से, या दूसरे किसी आदमी को बोलता है कि बाबा मार, मुझे थोड़ा बहुत मेरे बदन पे इंजरी होनी चाहिए. So injury is produced by a person on his own body, what we call it as self inflicted, or caused by another person in agreement with him. मतलब वो कुछ भी, that I will tell you why that is to be done, ऐसा क्यों किया जाता है. सो गॉट, सो खुद के बॉडी के ऊपर खुद के हाथ से या दूसरे किसी आदमी को बोल के अपने बॉडी पे कुछ तो इंजुरी करा के लेना. सो इंजुरीज प्रोड्यूस्ड बाय अ पर्सन ऑन हिज ओन बॉडी और कॉज्ड बाय अनदर पर्सन इन एग्रीमेंट विथ हिम, उसे बोल के खुद के बदन पे कुछ तो इंजुरी करा के लेना. And it is generally done to support a false charge or to avoid the suspicion. I will just see the examples. To charge the enemy with attempted murder, मतलब समझो किसी के साथ हमारी दुश्मनी है, उसके खिलाफ हमें पुलिस में कुछ तो कंप्लेंट देनी है, तो हम खुद की बॉडी पे कुछ तो इंजरी करा के लेंगे छोटे मोटे, और पुलिस को दिखाएंगे देखो इसने मुझे मारने की कोशिश की, इसने मेरा खून करने की कोशिश की. दैट इज to charge the enemy with attempted murder. So that person will go to the medical officer and will tell him that he has tried to kill me, so please give me the medical certificate so that I can produce it in the court, and so that that person will get the punishment. So to charge the enemy with attempted murder. Then to convert a simple injury to grievous, मतलब समझो दो आदमी के बीच कुछ तो झगड़ा हुआ है, एंड किसी वो दो में से किसी के बदन पे छोटी मोटी एकदम ट्राइबल इंजुरीज हुई है, एंड ही वांट्स टू मेक अ शो दैट इसने मुझे बहुत मारा है, एंड विल ट्राई टू कन्वर्ट दैट सिंपल इंजुरी टू ग्रीवर्स. ऐसा लगना चाहिए कि इसने मारने की वजह से मुझे बहुत ज़्यादा नुकसान हुआ है. So we will try to convert the simple injury to the grievous so that that person will get more and more punishment. Then to charge of beating or ill treatment by an officer in custody. This is again very common. Means any person has been arrested or kept in the police custody or in the jail, so he will try to injure himself. He will injure himself and will make sure that the jailer or that whoever, that police constable or inspector, whoever is in charge of him while living in the custody or in the jail, will blame him कि इसने मुझे बहुत मारा, he has beaten me or has given me the ill treatment, and that's why I don't want to live in this custody, or I don't want to live in the jail, like that, and try to blame that particular officer. To charge of beating or ill treatment by an officer in the custody. Then recruit to escape the military services. This is again seen on some occasions. Any person has been admitted in the military training camp, but after looking that very exerting and very severe exercise and whatever the training, that is physical training and all that has been given, they have to get up early in the morning, they have to do very hard work. So to escape from the military services, the person will try to injure himself and will make a show that he has been injured and will not be able to continue the medical service, military services. So to charge the enemy with attempted murder, to convert the simple injury to a serious one, to charge of beating or ill treatment by the police officer in the custody, or to recruit to escape the military services. Then to avoid the suspicion, that is to destroy the evidence of certain injury. To destroy the evidence of certain injury, that person will try to injure himself and another by an assailant to show that he was acting in self defense. मतलब वो किसी को मार के आया, कहीं तो भी हाथापाई हुई, मारामारी हुई, सामने वाले आदमी को इसने बहुत ज़्यादा इंजूर किया है, लेकिन ये खुद के बॉडी पे भी कुछ इंजुरीज करा के लेगा और दिखाएगा कि अरे मैं तो खुद को बचाने के चक्कर में मैंने उसे मारा है. सो बाय एन असैलेंट टू शो दैट ही वाज एक्टिंग इन सेल्फ डिफेंस, मैंने खुद को बचाने के लिए उसे मारा है, ऐसा शो करने के लिए वो खुद के बॉडी पे कुछ ऐसे निशान बना के लेगा एंड विल ट्राई टू इंज्योर हिमसेल्फ. Then policemen, watchmen acting in collision with robbers to show defending property. So पुलिसमैन या वॉचमैन, समझो रात में किसी सोसाइटी में या किसी बंगलो पे कुछ चोर लोग आए, कुछ रॉबर्स आए वहाँ, उन्होंने घर में से लूटने की कोशिश की, तो व्हाट दैट पुलिसमैन और सिक्योरिटी गार्ड और व्हाट दैट वॉचमैन इज सपोज टू डू, ही शुड ट्राई टू फाइट विद देम बट ही विल हाइड समवेयर। वो कहीं तो भी कोने में छुप जाएगा, और बाद में वो सब चोर जाने के बाद ऐसा खुद के बदन पे कुछ तो छोटे मोटे इंजरी करा के लेगा, फिर चिल्लाएगा कि अरे ये चोरों ने मुझे बांध के रखा, मुझे बहुत मारा और ये सब लूट के चले गए, एंड एक्चुअली he has not faced those robbers and he has just hidden somewhere in the corner. So just to make a show that he was in collision with the robbers, to show he tried to डिफेंड द प्रॉपर्टी, मतलब उसने वो उनको चोरी करने से उन उन चोरों से उनको चोरी करने न देने के लिए उन्हें मारने की बहुत कोशिश की, उनके साथ बहुत झगड़ा किया, जिसमें कि वो इंजूर हो गया। एक्चुअली वो सामने भी गया नहीं उनके साथ, उसने कुछ भी नहीं किया, छुप के बैठ गया, एंड लेटर ऑन ही परफॉर्म सम इंजुरीज on his body and made a show that he had some collusion with the robbers. So it occurs in case of watchmen and policemen. Then fabricated, अभी कैसे रहेंगी wound? So we have seen in which cases these fabricated wounds are seen either to support a false charge or to avoid the suspicion. Now which type of fabricated wounds are commonly seen? So fabricated wounds are often cut wounds. Fabricated wounds are often cut wounds and sometimes bruises. Sometimes marking nut juice is used to make the artificial bruise. So when that marking nut juice म्हणजे काय? बिबवा माहिती ना, बिबवा. बिबवा त्वचेवर लावला, उगाळून गरम करून बिबवा त्वचेवर लावल्यानंतर काय होतं, असं ब्रुईज सारखे ब्राउनिश, डार्क ब्राऊन कलर, रेड कलरचे असे मार्क्स तयार होतात. तर नुसता बिबवा असा लावला की तो इट लुक्स लाईक अ ब्रुईज, व्हॉट वी कॉल इट एज artificial bruise. So marking nut juice when applied to the skin will look like bruise. असं काठीने वगैरे मारल्यासारखे व्रण तयार होतात त्याचे. अँड these are mainly on the easily accessible part. म्हणजे जर स्वतःला इंज्युअर करून घ्यायचं असेल, तो फोर आर्मवर घेईल, आर्मवर घेईल, पोटावर घेईल, डोक्यावर, टॉप ऑफ द हेड, जोरात डोक्यावर, स्वतःच्या डोक्यावर काठी मारून घेईल. सो इट इज मेनली डन ऑन द इझिली ॲक्सेसिबल पार्ट, की जिथे सहजासहजी त्याला स्वतःच्या हाताने इंजुरी करता येईल. So these are on the easily accessible parts like top of the head, forehead, neck, outer side of the arm, फ्रंट ऑफ द फोरआर्म, फ्रंट ऑफ द थाय. हा मांडीवर एक जखमा, बसून असं स्वतःच्या मांडीवर सुद्धा जखमा करून घेणं सोपं असतं, सहजासहजी घेऊ शकतो एखाद्या हाताने. आउटर साइड ऑफ द थाय, ॲब्डोमेन, चेस्ट, अशा पाठीवर वगैरे कधी तुम्हाला बघायला मिळणार नाही त्या फॅब्रिकेटेड वुंड्स. सो दिस फॅब्रिकेटेड वुंड्स आर जनरली डन और परफॉर्म ऑन द easily accessible parts. Okay, then here we have finished many of the some of the mechanical injuries. One more very important topic which is asked as a 10-mark long question. 10-mark long question is burns. Today I will not go to the burns today because it is a big topic. We will take it on tomorrow's lecture. So this is all about different mechanical injuries. One more is remaining fabricated wounds, but right now I don't have PPT. I don't have notes of uh, firearm injuries. Sorry, firearm injuries. I don't have notes of firearm injuries with me right now. I will have to prepare it. So when I will get those notes of firearm injuries ready, I will teach you firearm injuries. So right now I will keep it behind firearm injuries. So from out of the mechanical injuries, we have completed abrasion, laceration, stab wound, then incised wound. So this bruise, these things we have completed. These all are the mechanical injuries we have seen. Okay, then today we will stop here because here we have finished with the one more type of injury, that is stab wound, where you will have to remember wound of entry, wound of exit, characteristic of wound of entry depending upon the weapon used. It can be crochet, it can be elliptical, it can be wedge shaped, or it can be round depending upon the point or shape of the weapon. The shape of the weapon and actual injury that has been caused may vary because of the movement between victim and assailant. That everything I have explained you. So this is about the stab wounds. Okay, then please go through the notes. If you have any difficulty, you can ask me anytime on either on the WhatsApp, or you can ask me during the next lecture. So this is about stab wounds, also called as puncture wounds. Clear to you all, everyone? Okay, then today I will stop here. Tomorrow we will go to burns. Okay, see you. Bye, everyone. Now I will stop here.